I found some really cool tricks that really helped me bond with my newborn. And in this How to Dad video series, I want to share these tips with you. In this video, we talk about skin to skin. Now, I know what you're about to say. I know everything there is to know about the skin. But I'm 100% sure that the tips that we're going to share in this video are 100% brand new to you. If they're not, and if you don't learn anything in this video, I want you to never watch my channel again. However, if you learn something new, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this video. So let's get started. Now, one of the things that no one ever talks about when it comes to skin is language development. I know, language development, what the hell does it have to do with skin to skin? Well, it has a lot to do with skin to skin. You see, when you put your baby on your body, you are close to your baby, and guess what? You talk with your baby. You relate to your baby. You talk on the phone, your baby hears your voice, and that builds language development. Now, researchers are able to look at a 3-month-old baby and determine with a 90% accuracy rate which baby will be in trouble at 1, 2, and 3 years. Which baby will not finish high school, and even which baby will have problems with the law. All based on the parent-infant interaction at 3 months old. Now, something also that's interesting, between month 8 and month 10 is when the language preference is being developed. So if you have a baby that speaks French, their language pattern will develop at 8 to 10 months old. If they speak Japanese, it will develop between 8 and 10 months old, so on and so forth. And so if you want to make your child bilingual, this is the perfect time to do so. But there's specific techniques, and this video is not about language development, but it's about skin to skin. But once again, language development is a huge aspect of skin to skin, and I think it's so important to mention this in this video. Now, if you're interested in language development, which I hope you are, I will make some videos on that subject, and we'll link them in the box below or somewhere on this video. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Skin to skin. When my first one was born, Zachary, my son, I had some difficulty bonding with him. However, the moment I did skin to skin with him, a release of oxytocin went into my body, and I really felt a huge surge of love for him. On the other hand, my daughter was very, very different. My daughter took about 3 months to really feel that consistent, huge amount of love. So every child is different, every parent is different, every birth is different. But the hacks I'm going to share with you in this video are hacks that I did for my son to keep that love consistent, and for my daughter to really bring it up as much as possible. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to use classical conditioning techniques, where we're going to have a stimuli, and we're going to associate that with the holding of the baby. Now, I'm going to nerd it out a little bit here, and I apologize for this. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible, but with some science, because I think it's so important for you to understand the reasoning behind each hack. Hack number 1. What we want to do is we want to lower our stress level, right? To feel comfortable and confident when we hold our baby. And to do this, we want to boost our serotonin. To boost our serotonin, I want you to eat black walnuts. Now, black walnuts have about 3.8 milligrams of serotonin per serving, which is not a huge amount, but it's enough just to get you calmed down a little bit. So a medical dose would be anywhere from 50 to 100 milligrams a day, which obviously I don't want you to do. What I prefer you to do is to just get a little bit of that serotonin every time you hold your baby. So before holding your baby or while holding your baby, just munch on some black walnuts. Now, I don't want them to be regular walnuts, because regular walnuts have a lot less serotonin in them. They need to be black walnuts. Very important. I'll have a link in the description to some black walnuts that you can buy on Amazon. The second thing I want you to do is boost dopamine and boost endorphins. Now, dopamine is your body reward system. It makes you feel good. Endorphins is your body's painkiller. When you get a contract at work, you feel very proud about yourself, you get a boost of dopamine. When you play video game and you're doing good in a video game, you get a boost of dopamine. When you watch a funny movie, you get a boost of dopamine. So that's what we want to do, dopamine and endorphins. And I want you to consume cacao. Now, I don't want you to get chocolate or cocoa because those are not the same. Chocolate that you get at the store has a lot of sugar, a lot of butter, and very, very, very little cacao. And cocoa, on the other hand, is heated and loses a lot of the nutrients and benefits that cacao has. So I want you to get either one of two things, either cacao paste or cacao nibs. Now, if you use cacao nibs, you can either eat them like this or make a tea with it. And I'll leave a small recipe in the description down below. And I'll make a video eventually on how you can do a cacao tea. And I'll leave it here somewhere. Now, word of warning, cacao is extremely bitter. So if you eat it, it's going to be very bitter. So, do with caution. The second thing you can use is cacao paste. Now, cacao paste is fantastic, and you can make a hot chocolate with that. And the way I want you to do the hot chocolate is without any milk, because milk will block some of the benefits of the cacao. Cacao has three main fantastic stimulants: caffeine, theobromine, and phenylethylamine. Now, phenylethylamine is a very interesting chemical because it comes from the amphetamine family. So we have phenylethylamine, then we have amphetamines, and then we have methamphetamines. Now, obviously, amphetamine and methamphetamines are very bad, but the interesting thing with phenylethylamine, or PEA, is that it gives you a big boost of dopamine, a big boost of this happy feeling, but it's 100% natural, and it lasts for a short amount of time, 10 to 15 minutes. It's a natural dopamine booster. Fantastic. And therefore, it is fantastic for consuming it before or during holding your baby doing skin to skin. Now, the other thing I want you to do is add a tiny bit of chili powder to your hot chocolate. And the chili powder is going to stimulate the production of endorphins. Now, once again, endorphins is basically your body's painkiller. Now, if you're nervous or scared of holding your baby, what's going to happen? It creates some kind of pain or discomfort in your body. And these endorphins are reducing that amount of pain and discomfort. So we took care of the serotonin with the black walnuts. We took care of the endorphins and dopamine with the cacao. The third thing I want you to do is sing to your baby. Now, singing to your baby is absolutely fantastic. It not only stimulates, like we talked about before, language development, but it also releases dopamine in your body. Now, when you sing to your baby, it is okay to do ABCs and Itsy Bitsy Spider. However, what I much prefer you do is expose your baby to a lot of other words. And to do so, you can simply sing the words on the cereal box, or on a shampoo bottle, or words in a magazine or a newspaper. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a great voice or a bad voice. All that matters is you talking or singing in front of the baby. The rhythmic pattern of the singing will help your child assimilate the language. Now, while ABC and Itsy Bitsy Spider is great because it has repetition, if it's only what you sing to your baby, what happens is that your child is not exposed to other grammatical patterns, and therefore his or her language development is being limited. So, to recap, number one, I want you to consume black walnuts to reduce your stress and increase your serotonin level. Number 2, I want you to consume cacao. Now, what I forgot to mention about cacao, I want you to consume it once a day, the first time you do skin to skin. And I want you to consume it once a day for 3 months. Now, 3 months should be more than enough to set a pattern in your body of that dopamine and endorphins release. And the third thing I want you to do is sing every single time, if possible, with your baby. That is going to release some extra dopamine. And before you know it, you're going to have a huge love and appreciation for your baby. And you're going to crave doing skin to skin. You're going to wake up in the morning wanting to do skin to skin. You're going to come back home from work wanting to do skin to skin, thinking about skin to skin and being with your child all the time. So if the information in this video was helpful, if it was new, once again, I want you to like, subscribe, and share. I want to thank you for listening to this video. And as I mentioned, I'll leave some links on language development, the cacao nib tea, and how to do the cacao hot chocolate. I'll leave the links either in the card here or in the description down below. Thank you, and bye for now.